Hey ho, ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hidey hidey, hidey hey, hidey hidey, hidey ho, do 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 do. Why don't we put this on, Kitty, please stop that. Just put this on vibrate right here. Kitty, please stop playing with the wire. Kitty, Kitty, the wire is not to rub your face on, okay? Let's check out the sound real quick. Let's check out the sound real quick. Sound is sounding soundular. So that's very. Oh, Kitty. Hello. Hi. Okay, so I guess you're just gonna stand there. That's fine. No, it's okay. I'm just. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Just put the tail right in the face. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, just don't touch that, please. Yeah, don't touch. No, 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 no. Don't rub your face on the wires. Those are very important wires. Don't do that. Don't don't do that, please. Oh gosh. Okay, careful with the tail, though. Okay, we good? Are we good? We gonna okay? Just give you some pets, little pets. Oh, oh my. Ah, Jesus Christ, Kitty, come on. Oh my God. Okay, that's it. You're getting screen time. Oh, goodness. Look at this big fat fatty right here. Look at this big fat fatty. Say hello. I'm a cat. I'm a cat. I'm a cat. Hey, what's up? Oh my God, Daddy's here. Okay. This is it's very cold in this room, and holding a cat is very warm. Feels very nice. Sometimes you just gotta. You gotta. How does that feel? Do you like it when I rub my face on you? Hmm? Do you like it? No, you clearly do not like it. So don't do it to me. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was very soft. I'm not fat shaming the cat. The cat is pleasantly plump. It's a very pleasantly plump kitty. Okay, you're gonna please stop touching that. Okay. This is the first time a stream has ever been disrupted by an animal, I believe. Okay. Just rub the tail everywhere. All right. I think Kitty's gonna go down, and then we can get started with a little basketball GJ. Kitty, those are very important wires. Please don't do that. Okay, 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 okay. So we're playing some basketball GM. What's up, bro? We're using the old roster. um, that we played with last time, where we had our baller of the year, Frank, and Lazavian. These guys have been just balling out. They've won lots of. No, Kitty, you cannot sit on the keyboard. No, that is not going to work. No, I'm sorry. They were ballers. They've been balling out. They've won some really great things. We check out Frank's career over here. He's got 4 championships, 3 MVPs, 2 finals MVP. Okay, fine. I guess you can sit on my hand. That's That's fine. And he was rookie of the year, so he's been a baller for a long, long time. And we want to see where his career ends up. Obviously, he's gonna retire with the Monuments. He's not gonna go anywhere. And same with Lazabian. If we check out some of his accomplishments here, he should also have 4 championships because they won it together. Yeah, 4 championships and 2 MVPs. Throw a league scoring title in there as well, and you got yourself a pretty good situation. Let me send out. How do I? You know, Twitch used to send out a tweet when you when you started streaming, but it doesn't do that no more. I don't know why. I gotta manually tweet out my stream. Playing basketball GM live at twitch.tv/sirlame game. Okay. Bloop. And let me fix the link in the chat. Sorry about this. I'm just doing some maintenance here and we'll get started. Some maintenance. I know how to spell my name. Okie dokie. Everything is all good now. So, we are with Frank. And we want to maximize his life and his career. So we got to try to keep winning. We had a pretty good season last season. 58-24 with a pretty interesting squad. We've got a pretty guard heavy squad here. So we need to go and re-sign some players now. And we're definitely going to rehire Austin Bartelstein over here. Boom. Staying on the squad. Frank the Tank, because we had to tank to get Frank. So he was the dude. We'll resort here. And then let's go to free agency, where we have no money. Not really a whole lot we can do. I love what Dumbmatter added here with the show players you can afford now button, which automatically filters, and we can see very quickly the players that we can sign, and we can get a really nice young point guard here. My roster is full, so we need to do a little bit more house cleaning. It's an interesting guard here that I drafted, 29 overall with 60 potential. See if they ever accomplish anything there. Let's clear out as much as we can, just to make sure that the right players are getting their playing time. So it looks like we have a fairly young team. other than Frank and Lazabian, who are not going anywhere. We go back to free agency. We can see Terrence Tabb here, who we're going to pick up. Another guard, unfortunately. Picking up a lot of guards. I'd like some young interior players. That doesn't appear to be possible. Well, we can add Jajuan Parker here, who is a nice stretch forward. 60 overall. Help bump the bench a little bit. Looks like he wants a long contract. What up? Oh, I'm not distracting anyone. I'm so excited about getting everybody in the community all hyped up on programming. I think it's a really important skill to have, even if you don't intend to become a programmer. A lot of the things that you have to learn in order to build programs, even small programs, are really useful in all sorts of places in your life. And so it's very encouraging and motivating for me to see so many of our community members jumping in. And I plan to work with Dumbmatter in any way that I can to create some more content about the game and about the programming aspects of the game, and maybe breaking down how the game is structured and some important components that a lot of people aren't aware of. So look out for that. We got to schedule some of that stuff. So here we go. We have our team. Let's go ahead and move onward to the preseason. I will say that I'm extremely excited right now because I ordered sushi. So sushi is on the way. Look at my man Frank, 31 years old. He's been in our team for 10 years and he's still popping points. Look at that. His overall and his potential pop. Still the best on the team. Terrence Tabb here. This is the guy that we just signed for the league minimum. And he is now 69 giggity overall. He popped in his potential, popped 10 in his overall. That is a slick pickup right there. So we've got a pretty buck nasty bench, even though we're a little heavy on the guards. We'll see what we can do here. So I think we're gonna have a good season. I'm pretty sure. So let's go ahead and get it started. Well, we're starting off pretty fucking well, aren't we? A little bit over the salary cap, but we're not dipping into the luxury tax yet. So we're gonna be good to go. We had a couple of seasons where it was getting pretty bad. We look at the league leaders. Frank is the league leader in rebounds. My man Frank putting up 10.4 rebounds per game. Austin Bartlestein, the guy that we just re-signed, very efficient shooter at 54%. We got a really solid three-pointing squad. Got 3 players in the top 10. And look at Frank. He's got the best PER and the best EWA in the entire league. So why don't we take a look at the player ratings? And we can see that Frank is not even in the top 10. Oh, he's the 11th. Frank is the 11th best player in the league. Ain't that some sausage? I'm very hungry. There's going to be a lot of food references until my sushi arrives. So we went 71-11. We made 20 mil. Everybody should be happy with this situation here. You can see that we were getting hit pretty hard for about 3 seasons with the luxury tax, but we did stay cash positive. So even though we took a pretty substantial dip, we're still very successful and winning in the long run after restructuring a number of contracts. And things are looking pretty good right now. Onward to the playoffs, where we are the first overall seed. So let's just play 1 week here and see what happens against the New York Bankers. We went to 7. But we won. Let's try to prevent that in the future. Going up against the Riots now. Cincinnati. And we are up 1 game. 108-72, a total dismantling of the Riots, but they came back strong. 114-93. We're still up 1 game. Moving forward, 112-101, defeating the Riots. Monuments about to push them off the edge, and we did. 113-84 in a complete and total demolition of the Cincinnati Riots. Take a look at our man Frank here, who led the game with 25 points. Had a couple of threes in there. Austin Bartelstein also helping out with 24 points and 10 rebounds. That's going to get him a double-double. And then, of course, Danny White dishing out the assists. He's got a double-double himself, 10 assists and 12 points. And that is going to move us forward in our championship run here as we go up against who? Toronto or Cleveland? Oh, it's going to a game 7. Oh my goodness, the 7th. See, what up, Ferret? Welcome, welcome. 7th seed taking out the 3 seed. Is there going to be another upset? Is their fairy tale just beginning? Or has it finally met its end? Let's find out. So far, they just got wrecked. The Curses, 135-93. Monuments taking it. Can we move forward? We can. 99-72. Stellar defensive game. Can we get 3 wins? We can. 131-86. Just a complete deconstruction of their entire being. With Frank lead. Oh my goodness. Jajuan Parker off the bench with 43 points, shooting 15 for 21, 4 for 5 from 3. Now, he played 31 minutes, so playing starter minutes, but he's coming off the bench. Just an absolute baller. We've got an Iguodala, huh? Okay. Can we knock him off? Boom! Shaka Laka. 94-90. Putting up a stellar response to the deconstruction, but it wasn't enough. And now we're going to see if Minneapolis and Sacramento can duke it out to take on the Monuments. Sacramento, the 8th seed in the West, in their Cinderella story, are they going to dominate in the finals? They are doing a good job so far. 123-106. Sacramento knocking the Monuments down a couple pegs. But a good response, 129-96. Knocking the Gold Rush down. We are 1-1. Monuments, can you pull ahead? Yes. The answer is yes. 116-95. Continuing strong. But can we get to the second to last step? Yes, we can. 144-84. Just a complete meltdown on the part of the Gold Rush on their own court. Mind you, Frank going insane with 37 points and 10 rebounds. Only double-double of the game. Just buck nasty. Bench is going crazy too. 17 points, 16 points, 12 points. 3 guys off the bench with 7 assists. Just insane. Lots of rebounds. 52 rebounds to their 45 rebounds. But we had 35 assists. That is just love it. Love the passing game. Okay. So, can we complete the cycle? No. No, we can't. 111.86 Gold Rush. Making some moves. Are we going to go to 7 games? No. No, we're not. Frank is fucking crushing it. Defensive player of the year, most valuable player. Oh, and he's the finals MVP. Frank is the best. The best. Averaged 25 points and 9.5 rebounds in the playoffs. Absolute insanity. Throughout the season, he averaged 10.4 rebounds, which he led the league, 2.3 blocks, and 1.7 steals. And then when you have 6 men of the year, you know, doing the things that they do, it's a thing of beauty. It is a thing of beauty. I'm going to try making a quick audio adjustment here. So tell me if you can't hear me. I'm just going to turn down the gain a little bit to see if it prevents popping. And I might even test it myself. So I'm going to talk for a little bit. Just a little bit, and then I'm going to play the stream for me. For a little bit. Just a little bit, and then I'm going to play the stream for me. Beautiful. Okay, so hopefully that prevents any poppage. Beautiful. We are champions. Frank is amazing. Let's take a look at Frank's career stats here real quick. Just an absolute ball. I mean, he came into the league averaging 24 and 9.5. Like, dude has been insane for a long time. Current EWA is 165, so he's probably not going to do anything crazy with his EWA because he was kind of old when he got into the league. Hold on, the kitty's trying to open the door, but she doesn't have thumbs, so let's go help out. Help out the kitty. Kitty, say goodbye. Say goodbye. Bye. Okay. Very, very good. So everything is amazing. Everything is awesome in Monument Town. But can we keep it going? That's the real question, right? The question is always, can you keep it going? And that's what we're going to find out. It's definitely not going to be through the draft, but we take a look at the draft here. We see that it's not so great. Not so great. I do like Javon Jones here. Lamont Goodrich does have some skills right off the bat. Yeah, those audio glitches, I think it's just my microphone. It sucks, and it's probably also the settings. It could be that could be the compression as well. I have a compressor applied. I don't know if it's too much. Whoa, what just happened? Who just did what? Somebody just did something. Whoever did something, I don't know what you did, but thank you for doing it. Let's do this. I'm gonna turn this down. Oh, thanks for the follow, bro. Thank you, thank you. How does my voice sound now? Thanks for the follow, bro. Thank you, thank you. Okay. All right. So, let us keep it moving. We have a second round pick, but that is it. We traded our first round pick. I don't remember why we traded it, but we'll start the draft here. And we will pick, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Baristro. We're going to pick Julian Walker because that's a fun name. And then we'll pick Jameson Simpson. Jameson Simpson. James, not James Off. Not James Off Simpson. It's James On. We're going to pick you because you have a silly name. So, Jesse Scott, coming off the bench, put up 8.6 points, 3 rebounds. Well, we're not even going to worry about you right now. Because Chris Laranga over here. So this is the part of the game where, you know, you start playing successfully, and then all of these players are playing well, and they start demanding money. And it gets really, you have to start picking and choosing. We're going to sign all of them right now because I think a lot of these players are good trade assets, and, you know, we have enough money to deal with it for a little bit. We just want to keep the team together. It looks like Terrence Tabb is going to make a move into the starting lineup. But let's go to free agency, and we'll just filter real quick and see what's available. I was looking for a forward. We have a nice 50 overall 23-year-old stretch forward here. I do like the stretch forwards. So that's cool. We're going to get rid of these rookies. Not a huge salary cap hit, but every little bit helps. So let us go to the preseason and see how our team changes. Frank just lost 3 to his overall. Still 70 overall. Still the best in the team. Chris Laranga, the one we just re-signed, just popped 9. So if things go bad, Dusan Capella, who is the forward that we just signed, popped 8. And this is why you gotta look for potential, yo. That's why potential is so important. We got a 7 over here. This is pretty good. Jesse Scott popped 2. We didn't have any disastrous overall flops. Okay. So let's get the season started and see what we can do this season. Is Frank going to continue his tear of just dominating the league every which way? And it looks like he's doing okay. I mean, his PER is pretty insane for his age. Take a look at the league leaders. He's still a top 5 rebounder. He's still got the best EWA and the best PER. He's fighting over here, actually. But we are the number 1 overall seed again, which is just awesome. We fell down a little bit because we're getting hit with the luxury tax, I think. Yeah, we're getting hit with luxury tax. We're only 63-19 this season, so we're going to have to make some decisions coming up next season. But if we win another championship, it'll all be worth it. So let's simulate 1 week here. Woo! Winning. Terrence Tabb made the game-winning 3-pointer. 13 seconds remaining. Beat the Whirlwinds. Chicago. Did I just say Chicago? Chicago. Get out of here. And what we want to do now is go against the Cincinnati Riots. So this is actually a repeat of last season. So we're just going to blow right by this because we're just going to crush. We just crushed Cincinnati. Jajuan Parker is back. Kim Bogan making a game winner. All of my players are just absolute ballers. They're all making game winners. So this is interesting because it's a battle between the 6th and the 7th seed. And it looks like we're going up against 7th seed Montreal. There's so many upsets happening. But not with the Monuments. No, 98-78. Crushing the Mounties. Oh, we about to send you guys back to Canada. With no jackets, you're going in the cold. Mounties losing 92-59. How do you only score 59 points in a game? God dang. Kim Bogan injured. It's terrible. They're trying to take out my players now. 119-95. We're about to get the sweep. Swept. Kim Bogan is back. We are back in the finals. Everything is all good. So are we going up against the number 1 or the number 2? St. Louis and Vancouver coming out of the West, and it's going to 7 games. We're going to get plenty of rest. What up, Suggested? We're going against the number 1 seed. So it's going to be number 1 versus number 1, and we are going to take the first game by 1 point. 91-90. Monuments doing the diddly. Can we keep it going? Yes, we can. 184 with a very convincing win. And it looks like we're going to get some back-to-backs here. And it's looking really good. Jajuan Parker injured for 2 games, but we won 124-103. Can we get the sweep? No. No. Strong response. 113-82. St. Louis taken away our sweep. But that is going to be the end of it. Frank is once again the Defensive Player of the Year and the MVP and the Finals MVP. Isn't Frank just the best? Frank is amazing. Frank is the ballerist of ballers. He's got 6 championships. He's got 5 MVPs. He's got 4 Finals MVPs. He's got 5 Defensive Player of the Year awards. Oh, mind you, he was the league rebounding leader, the blocks leader. He was Rookie of the Year, 11-time All-League and All-Defense and All-Rookie team. Just a stellar career. Not a whole lot of statistical feats. He does have a couple of game winners, a couple of 50-point games, but it's just insane what Frank is doing here. What up, Lizzie? Did that crack? I bet that cracked. Let me see if I can catch it. What up, Lizzie? Oh yeah, that cracked like a motherfucker. I'll fix it one of these days. I think when I'm trying to make those high voices, it doesn't matter. We're gonna crack the whole thing. So everything is a-okay. Frank is just a beast. He's 32. Does anybody realize that he's 32 years old and he's the best of the best of the best? Like, all of my other players are like struggling to get on the 2nd team and the 3rd team. Frank's like, nope, I'm the top. I don't give a fuck. I love all of this. Onward to the draft where we are going to pick. Actually, there's not a bad situation to be in. I kind of like TJ Darden here. 49 overall. And then Dick Cole. 42 overall. 58 potential. We'll see where that goes. And it looks like we have another pick for some reason. I don't know why. But we will use it. Austin Bartelstein wants some money. Oh boy, we're going to have to blow up the team. We're going to re-sign everybody just to see where their potentials take them, because everybody's pretty young. But we're going to have to do some serious team restructuring before the season starts. Because we're just blowing money. Yeah, we'll resign you as well. Try to keep as many players as we can. The instant replay. Ugh. Okay. My sushi is supposed to be here soon. Very excited about this. Have we really been playing for 45 minutes? 35. Okay. God damn it. This game makes time just go by fast. Okay. We'll go to free agency and just see if there's anybody. Oh, we got to go to free agency. See if there's anybody interesting worth signing. Not really. No, not really at all. So I know some of you saw this, but I have a really nice phone now. And this thing is perfect for streaming. I was streaming earlier a little bit. I did a little test stream. If you look at my previous broadcasts, there's a test stream. And the quality looks even better than my computer's camera. I have an HD Logitech camera that I bought like I guess 4 years ago, and this looks way better than that. So I'm trying to come up with ideas. We might be able to do the cooking with Sir Lame Game stream from my phone. I have to build some kind of contraption to have the phone hanging from like me, so you get the Sir Lame Game view, or maybe I'll have it like hanging on my head. I'll get one of those attachments so I've got the phone just hanging off my head. We'll cook something. Yeah, it looked really good. Okay. So onward to the preseason, where we are going to see how our team has evolved. Look at Frank at 33 years old. He popped 1 point, fell back 3, went back, went into the conditioning room and said, I'm not leaving until I pop a point. And his point popped. Ooh, Terrence Tabb over here popped 7. He is now 74 overall. Marcus Howard popping 10. Dick Cole popping 9. So we have a pretty interesting crew, but we're spending way too much money. Now, we can probably survive another season spending a whole lot of money. I mean, we're spending a lot of money this time, but we have a lot of cumulative cash. So maybe we shouldn't blow up the team quite yet. I think we can get away with another season. And we want to have Frank make as many you know, many actually, that's a good call suggested. That's a good call. We should probably get rid of Jesse while we can. 65 overall, 29 years old. That's 18 million. What did you even do last season? See, I don't even really care about these players that I didn't draft. But if I drafted them, yeah, we got you 3 championships, okay? And you're kind of killing us. Let's go to the trading block and see what the market is saying. We can get a first round pick and a second round pick. Now that is interesting. We're going to have to take on some other contracts. It's not going to be clean, but I would love to get a first round pick. How are the Pittsburgh Rivers doing? Let's go to the power rankings. Let's look for Rivers. They are fucking terrible. So if we get a first round pick from an aging player, that would be amazing. Even if we have to take on a not so stellar contract to make it work, we might be able to flip that contract afterwards. So what do we have to do? That is not enough. What about Lonnie Hartstock here? I mean, that's not a really great player, and that's a pretty terrible contract. And it's only going to last one season. So if they would trade that straight up, that would be amazing. But of course, not a good deal. But what would be a good deal? You want TJ Darden as well? That is a perfect deal for me. I don't give a flying fuck about TJ Darden. We just drafted him with a 30th overall pick. Hasn't done anything in the league. So that is perfect for me. So we're going to get a solid bench center. Oh my god, sushi. 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 Where's my wallet? Where's my wallet? Sushi! 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 I've got some very, very, oh so scary. Well, it's not that scary, actually. But scary rhymes, so what I went with. Okay. Very good. Very, very good. Let's see. You think we need Jesse? Well, it's too late. Jesse's gone. Jesse is out of here. Boom! Done. So let's go to the... Actually, you know what I'm interested to find out? Can we dump that contract that we just picked up? Lonnie Hartsock. Would anybody take on this garbage? Another first round pick from the Whalers. The Whalers are actually a pretty good team, so it doesn't really make sense to hustle our way into that trade. But the Whirlwinds are interested in making a trade, but they have a pretty good player. So if we they're not that great though. I would like to have their first round pick. Jesse ain't gonna get no revenge. Not gonna happen. I'm not sharing any of the sushi. It's all mine. You guys get your own. This is a pretty decent young player here as well. We could flip. This is worthwhile. This is so worthwhile. Like, for real. Like, like, for real. Will we trade it straight up? Ooh. Ooh. Beauty. Beauty. We just got 2 first round picks by doing a bunch of shaking and baking. Look at Terrence. Does anybody realize that Terrence Tabb is the best player on my team at 74 overall? He has a shit ton of skills, and he's getting paid the league minimum. Does anybody realize how amazing that is? He's probably a top 10 player getting played the league minimum. Like, that's insane. Let's go to player ratings. 4, 5, 6. The 7th. We are paying the 7th best player in the league minimum. Like, that's insane. Dumbmatter's calling me out. Dumbmatter's calling me out in the Discord chat because I misspelled. So I always misspell stuff. I really don't put a lot of effort in typing. I was supposed to type print. I typed pring. I was close. It was very close. There was no compiler errors, so it's fine. Everything is okay. All right. So we're doing amazing here. This is like one of the best streams that I've ever had. Just the amount of success, the amount of ballers that we've been able to acquire. Let's go back to the team here. Like, this is insane. Jajuan Parker is not doing so hot anymore. We're very guard heavy though. We really don't need all these guards. We should probably trade away a couple of the expensive ones. Like Danny White here, even though Danny White has been just fantastic for our team. You gotta go. You're expensive. We're gonna do some house cleaning here because I like that we're making a bunch of money. So Danny White can't be traded. Fuck, we have to wait until part of the season starts. Dude, we have 3 first round picks next season. How insane is that? Okay, but we got to get rid of some guards. The 2 older players cannot be traded, so that kind of sucks. Chris Laranga, is he in the starting lineup? Yeah, he's in the starting lineup now. Hmm. Okay, I guess there's not much we can do. What about George Robinson? George Robinson, can we ship you out? Oh, but he's young player, but he's making 12 mil. Do we have other guards on the come up? We do have other. No, not really. Not really. We're just gonna take the salary cap hit. It's all gonna be good. It's all gravy, baby. Okay, but we need to take somebody off the team because we have too many players. So we're gonna get rid of you and you. No, not you. You. You're gone. And TJ Austin, you're gone as well. Oof, look at this Richard Green. Can we dump Richard Green? Yeah, Richard Green, you gotta go. Can we get rid of you? Can we just straight up trade you for some trash? I would take a bag of trash for Richard Green. It doesn't even have to be a good bag. Like if it's slightly ripped as well, that's a risk I'm willing to take. Bag of trash for Richard Green would be fantastic, but it doesn't look like anybody's offering a bag of trash. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, we can trade for a center. That's No, but it's around the same. Okay. Never mind. We're just gonna get the season started. We are paying way too much for actually our payroll's not as bad as it was in the previous season. So things are working out somehow. I don't understand how everything is working out so amazing, but it is. So we're gonna roll with it. See if we can get the three-peat real quick. Look at the team history. Just take a look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. Just championships everywhere. We had a pretty good run. That was the run with Frank. We've been making conference finals and all kinds of stuff. So let's keep it going until the playoffs. So while this is streaming, I'm gonna open up my sushi. Now I have a good friend that says the same thing, and I agree. And we're not exactly sure if we really love sushi or we really love sushi as an excuse to drink half a gallon of soy sauce without anybody noticing. Oh, they gave me a little dipping cup now. Oh man, dude, this place is stepping their sushi game up. Like, it's insane. What is all this? Oh, that's some wasabi packets. I don't want that shit, yo. It's not real wasabi. It's fucking horseradish dyed green. Did we win? Are we third? We're only third? What the fuck happened, yo? We fell apart. We fell apart somewhere. $52. Oh, fuck. What happened to Frank? Frank. No, Frank. Torn ACL. Come on, man. And that's one of the injuries where they can get hurt and like their overall goes down and it stays down, or their skills stay down or something like that. Like some really fucked up shit. And he's gone for 38 games. So we got to play without Frank, man. Dude, Frank. What happened, brother? We only lost 4 million. Only. So onward to the playoffs, where we're going to go against the number 6 seed Chicago. Wow. We got it. We got it. Let's simulate another week here. Going up against the 2 seed Detroit. And we got it. We got a bunch of injuries, though. How's Frank doing? Frank's still out for 24 games. If Frank could make it back into the finals, that would be amazing. I don't know if there's enough games left, but now we're going up against Toronto. And Toronto is hustling, man, but we're trying to come back. Austin Bartlestein is back. We have a lot of injuries, and this is it. This is it. Are they going to knock us out? Oh! The three-peat. The three-peat is gone. The three-peat is gone. That makes me want to eat sushi. So that's very sad. So tumultuous season. Losing Frank, which only allowed us to get the 3 seed. We would have definitely been the number 1 seed if we had kept Frank. So we're just going to simulate to the end of the playoffs here. Because I'm sad. I don't care who wins. Well, we lost to the best team. But Frank didn't get anywhere. He made 2nd team all league with a torn ACL. Just in case you were wondering how much of a baller Frank is, even with a torn ACL, he's one of the top players in the league. Oh my goodness, that is a big bowl of soy sauce. I'm not gonna cry into my sushi. It's not happening. Oh man. Onward to the draft. Look at that. We have got the 2nd overall pick from Pittsburgh. We also have the 20th overall, and then we have our 28th overall. Ain't that a barrel of fucking monkeys? And we have some interesting prospects here. Now, this is a really, I would love to take Rhett Brown. Rhett Brown could be the new Frank. I'm going to say this right now. Rhett Brown could be the new Frank. And it looks like we're going to get him. He has the best overall in the draft. Doesn't have the best potential, but I'm not convinced that Jake Harris here is going to do much. We're going to go ahead and watch Jake Harris. We're also going to watch Cooper Bogans here. I kind of feel like we need Cooper. Already a solid rebounder. 100 strength. Rhett Brown, what do you got? 75 strength? Yo, I think we need to go with Cooper. What do you guys think? Rhett Brown or Cooper? Those are the only two options. I think Cooper. I think we're going with Cooper. Y'all remember hanging with Mr. Cooper? Y'all know about that? You don't. None of you do. We're going to go with Cooper. We're going with Cooper. Cooper with the 2nd overall pick, but we're still going to watch Jake Harris and Rhett Brown. Boom. So we got our center. We still have some pretty interesting options here with the 20th pick. We're also going to pick Art Anderegg. And then we also have another pick. Should we get another young center? We're going to get Gary David. He's already got the 3. Got a little potential. Okay. Gary David. You are on it. So we've just retooled the squad. We have some interesting things happening. Chris Laranga. We're going to re-sign you. We're going to re-sign everybody here. We're going to bring the whole crew back. We only lost 4 bill. It's not too bad. Okay, so let's go to free agency and see what happens. Is there anybody that we can afford? Anybody interesting? Not really. Maybe Rosevic. Nah, forget that. Onward to the preseason. Frank just had one of his biggest drops of his career. Oh my goodness, this is looking like it's the end of Frank. But you know who's there to help pick up in Frank's decline? Cooper Bogans. Looking good squad, and it looks like Cooper is going to make it into the starting lineup. So Frank is going to teach Cooper the ropes. We're going to get rid of a couple of these players here. Wow, Art Anderegg popped 6 and also popped 5 in potential. So he's got 68 potential. Still pretty young player. Let's get rid of Dick Cole here. And Jajuan Parker, you know, Jajuan, you're getting up there, buddy. It's been a nice run. We're gonna make a little bit of room for the youngins. Very long career. Jajuan Parker here. Very long career. First team all-leaguer. 2 times league scoring leader. So he's been a baller. You know, this is somebody that has had a really nice long career. Peaked at 75. But they have had a pretty long and steady decline. And we're going to let you go here, Jajuan. Thank you. Happy to have given you those 2 championships. Thank you for your service. We're going to have to move on here. Dusan Capella. I think we're also going to... no, we're going to hold on because we're extremely guard heavy. And it's not a really good look. So let's get started with the new season here. And see what we can muster up. See if Frank can get back to form. He had a really bad season last season with the torn ACL, but he's back. Let's get it going. Starting off a little wobbly, but we're kind of hitting our stride. Frank having a couple injuries here and there, but he's getting pretty into his form. 19 points, 9.5 rebounds with a 21 PER. And it looks like we're going to get a 62 win season, and that's going to put us in the #1 rank. We are ranked the #1 team as well. Very good. 14 margin of victory. That's +4 on the second best team. Let's take a look at some of the league leaders here, where Frank is the 4th best rebounder. And we can take a look at our rookie, Cooper Bogans, who is the 10th best rebounder, has a little bit of a injury here, sprained calf. He's going to miss a couple of playoff games, but he's also the 2nd most efficient shooter in the league, 54%. Frank also doing his thing with blocks. Frank is not the same player that he was anymore. A lot of the youngins are taking over, but Cooper is going to be in there to help keep things moving. So let's simulate 1 week here going up against the Miami Cyclones, and that is going to be a pretty easy trip for us. Baltimore has won its first match in the 2nd series of the playoffs against the Monuments, but we were able to come back. Let's just cruise through. Kim Bogans is back from his injury. We're tied up. Can we push them out? Yes, we can. Monuments defeating the Crabs in the home state rivals. Now we're going up against the Whirlwinds here, where we just destroyed them 120-87. They are the 7th seed. Aren't they the ones that we got their first round pick? Wasn't that the first round pick that we got Cooper for? Who did we pick up Cooper from? We have to go back to that draft. No, it was Pittsburgh. How's Pittsburgh doing? They're not in the playoffs. That's for sure. Okay. So let's keep going against the Whirlwinds. So far, so good. Frank is injured. 4 games. Got some back spasms. He's getting old, man. Frank is having trouble, but he's still a fucking baller. And we're gonna win. Frank is back for the finals. And we are going to go against the #1 seed, Vancouver Whalers, in the finals here. Frank is ready to go, and his illustrious career continues. But we're going to lose. 191 Whalers taking it. Can we do something? Yes, we can. We can respond very well. 125-86. Frank, what did you do? What did you do? Got 18 points and 7 rebounds. He's still putting money on the board. Look at Dusan Capella. 35 points off the bench. He's not even a great player. He's like 50 overall. You know, but that's why it's important to find those good players, yo. Those sneaky good players. Scored 35 off the bench. That's huge. Can we move forward? Yes, we can. 119.78. Crushing the Whalers on their own court. Frank with 21 points and 8 rebounds. So it's pretty much led by the starters. Dusan Capella got 11 points off the bench. Good for you, Dusan. Let's simulate one more game. Oof, it's going to get tied up. 111, 103. Whalers. Can we take the lead? We can. Austin Bartlestein was injured. That is a big hit for us because he's one of our few forwards. He's going to be out 2 games. That's scary. But can we crush the Whalers and prevent a 7-game series? Yes, we can. Terrence Tabb is going to be the finals MVP. Frank is kind of fallen. Still a really great defensive player, but he's not on the first team all-league anymore. Cooper Bogans is our rookie of the year with 16.8 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.1 assists. I'm telling you, we got really lucky. Frank is on the way down, and Cooper Boy, he is on the way up. Look at that. We got lucky. Thank you, Pittsburgh, for that first overall pick. So let's go to the draft now, where we are picking 30th. We had a really good draft last year, and it looks like we're going to pick up a really interesting player here in Alex Angelica Galapalapalululis. That's going to be fun saying. Okay. We have to re-sign some players here. Frank still wants that. Frank, come on, man. 20 mil? 20 mil? Really? Like, okay. I mean, of course, I'm going to pay you. 5 seasons, 20 mil. Fuck, Frank, you're not going to be worth it. Okay. Terrence Tabb wants the max. 5 seasons. Austin Bartlestein wants a pretty good chunk of money also for 5 seasons. And Dusan Capella, I mean, you were a baller off the bench, but you know what, Dusan? That's a lot of money, bro. Wesley Hoekstra, 56 overall, asking for a fairly decent 3.7 mil. I don't think we need to give it to you. I think we'll be okay without you. I think all of these players will be okay without. Richard Green, we were trying to get rid of. Trying to dump Richard Green for a bag of trash. Nobody wanted to give us a bag of trash for Richard Green. It's very unfortunate. Okay. So onward to free agency here. This is my new favorite feature. Show players you can afford. Fuck, that makes life so much easier. Vershawn Matlock is a center that we are going to sign just because we're pretty guard heavy. It's going to get worse, but it's the minimum, so that's all right. That's okay. Let's go to the preseason today, where Cooper Bogans has popped 7 to become 72 overall. He is now the best player on the team. Frank falling once again for the 2nd year in a row. Lost 3. Austin Bartlestein popped 1. Chris Laranga popped 3. And then we had some guys coming off the bench with some nice pops here. Art Andreg and Gary David. Some guards. So here is what's going to happen. I can take a break and eat my sushi, or we can just sit here and shoot the shit for a little bit while I eat my sushi. I know they always say you shouldn't eat on stream, but I don't really care what they say. I don't even know who they are. So fuck them. I'm gonna eat some sushi for a little bit here. But what we will do is move to the regular season and just I wish there was like a slider so that I could slow down the game so I could just sit here and eat sushi and then we could watch the season and progress slowly, but it's gonna go super fast. The game is too good now. The game is just way too good. Can we make the game suck a little bit more? I'm unhappy by how efficient and fast this game is. Until the playoffs. Okay. We're going to do that. And just watch it and see what Frank is up to. Still putting up 20 and 10, man. I just want to make everybody jealous here because this sushi is amazing. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. Look at that. Look at that. You gotta love that. You can't hate on that. That's right. We're gonna have a sushi break. 69, giggity giggity, but we lost $70 million. Oh fuck. Let's go to the finance page real quick. Now it's not the most that we've lost in a season. Our biggest luxury tax hit was 77 million, and we're still cash positive, so it's gonna be okay. But it does put a little tinkle in the winkle. You know what I'm saying? I hope you do, because I don't. All right, let's chill for a little bit and enjoy some sushi. I have 2 boxes. I'm disgusting. I disgust myself. But I fucking love sushi, man. And here's the thing. I used to hate sushi. I used to absolutely hate it. I had a friend. And she really likes sushi. So I was like, fuck it. I'll get some sushi. And now I love it. But once again, I'm not sure if it's because I just like eating shit tons of soy sauce or if it's because I actually like the sushi. Because I'm a heavy dipper. Sushi is interesting because you sit down and everybody has their own way of like preparing it. You know, some people like dipping. Some people will take like the wasabi and start mixing it into their soy sauce like a bunch of fucking heathen barbarians. I don't hang out with those people. As soon as I see somebody do that, I delete them from my phone and I make sure that they don't show their face around me ever again. We're civilized people. Okay, let's not start doing ridiculous things like that. We have to shun these wasabi dippers. Like, I don't know if it's genetic or not, but if it is, we have to find that gene and we have to remove it. Y'all heard about this CRISPR gene editing that they're doing? They're like editing genes and stuff. They're doing it live in production or something, I think. I don't know how it works. They're terminaling into the gene servers and just making these live updates. Or something. It's very dangerous. But I think for this, in this case, it's worth it. You drown your sushi in spicy mayo. Heathens. Heathens everywhere, all across the world. We have to do something about this. This is unacceptable. Spicy mayo. Thought you guys were better than that. Oh, it's so good. Do you edit jeans with Adobe Premiere? I don't think you can do that. I don't think that's possible. Yo, and then there's the sashimi people. Like, here's the thing. I feel like sashimi is cheating. What is the appeal? You don't know what sashimi is. Sashimi is just a piece of fish without any sort of extravagantness to it. No rice, no nothing. It's just fish. I mean, if I wanted to eat just fish, I would just or go down to the river or pull out a fish and take a bite. I did eat it, by the way. I'm talking shit, but if it's in front of me, I'll eat it. I like the cream cheese. Cream cheese in sushi is very nice. I think this is cream cheese right here, wrapped in some salmon. I think cream cheese salmon, something else. You know what I really want to do? I don't know if you can do this, okay? But if you can, it would be amazing. I want to get a sushi chef. All right. I want to throw him on a boat with me, and I want to go deep sea fishing. And I want the sushi chef. I'm gonna pull the fish right out of the ocean. I'm gonna hand it to Homeboy, and I'm gonna be like, Homeboy, work your magic. I want ocean to mouth as quickly as possible. I don't know if you can do that. Could somebody please get on that? Could somebody please do deep sea fishing tours with a sushi chef that just gets right to work? I don't know if you can. I don't even know if you can do that. I don't know if you have to like prepare the fish or something for some number of days or time. Here's another thing I like: sushi with little crunchies in them. Okay, this one here. Usually I eat it last, but since I'm putting it on the chopsticks, it's going in the mouth. It's got little crunchies in it. I don't know what they are. They're crunchy. I like it. That's why I don't like sashimi. It's just fish. It's just like here, have some fish. No, I want some texture. I want some like this one's got strawberry in it. Strawberry, a little bit of cream cheese. It's just interesting. It's just changed the texture, you know. Mm, very fishy. Very fishy. Let's try to see how many fish puns we can come up with. I think chopsticks are a very efficient way of eating sushi. You get it? Fish. Efficient. That's the best one I got. Oh, nice. The other one does not have sashimi. It's all I don't know what they're called. Do you know what I really love? The tamakis. If you don't know what a tamaki is, Google a tamaki. It's almost like a sushi burrito, sort of, kind of. It's not in burrito form. It's in the form of a cone, and it's all of the same stuff wrapped in seaweed. Basically, it's like this, right? Like it's a seaweed wrapped around it, but it's a cone. It's a sushi ice cream cone, and they're really good. I always get the salmon or the prawns. Do I have prawns? No, they didn't give me any prawns. Fucked up, yo. I wanted some prawns. I'm so hungry. What did I eat today? Oh, I had a friend come over, and we cooked breakfast together. And so I'm American, right? And she's Dutch. So there's a lot of cultural differences with regards to food. And we were trying to agree on how to make a smoothie. And I wanted to put a little sugar in there. Just a little bit. Just a little just a little artificial. I know the fruit has sugar. I get that. I get that it's sweet, but you can always go harder, right? It's a very American thing. You got to take things to the next level, okay? I get it's sweet. I want it to be the sweetest. Not just sweet, sweetest. So I lost that battle and we didn't get to put sugar. We didn't get to put sugar because that's unacceptable apparently. And then I was like, we're gonna put ice, right? We're gonna put ice in the blender to make it like really cool and thick. She was like, what? No. And damn it! I put my foot down on this one, and I got the ice in. Got the ice. How do you not put ice in a smoothie? It makes it so cold and fresh. And if it's too thick, the ice will start to melt a little bit and make it more liquid. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to add more water or milk or whatever. Put some ice in there, let it sit for a little bit, and you can just hit it when it's at the right spot. So that was fun. Trying to figure out how to do it. If you want to get to know somebody really well, try to cook something with them. Try to prepare something with somebody. And that's when you start learning all kinds of weird shit. Nah, I couldn't put it in my own cup because like it has to all be blended together. Derek, my man Ferret. I would make a smoothie with Ferret, yo. Me and Ferret, we would get along. We would make some really hot happening smoothies together. That may that may have sounded slightly inappropriate, but I still stand by it. That is some really good soy sauce. I mean sushi. Really good sushi. Okay. But I think that's all I've eaten. I had what did I make? I made scrambled eggs with bacon. That's another thing. Vegetarians. Vegetarians are popping up everywhere. No, Lizzie, it's the principle. Okay? It's the principle. It's not about making just try it with sugar. Like if you've gone your whole life eating non-sugared smoothies, just try it. Just try it. Stubborn people, yo. Stubborn people. So we're on box number 2. Everybody knows I'm not petite, so I have no problem shoving my face full of fucking sushi for everybody here. I'm not whipped, okay, Lizzie? I'm not whipped. I stood my ground on the ice, all right? We got ice. Big old thing of ice. You got to pick your battles. I could use a little less sugar in my life anyway, okay? I recognize that. I wake up and I look in the mirror every day and I'm like, damn. I'm gonna need a little less sugar there. So I was trying to take it as very even though I wanted it, I figured that it was probably pretty good advice. But damn it, we're not skipping out on ice. Here's tray number 2. Okay. Tray number 2. I'm kind of recognizing how bad my webcam looks. I'm not hitting on Ferret. I'm just saying that we would make beautiful smoothies together. That's it. That's all I said, Lizzie. It was just a compliment. Oh wow. Oh wow. Is that cucumber? Oh shit, that is fresh. Hot diggity. Crunchy. I like a little crunch in my sushi. Not all of it. It's all crunch. I get upset. Mm, mm, mm. This is the weirdest stream ever. Well, no. I suppose when I did the social eating stream where I was like rolling meat into slices of cheese and consuming large portions of them. That was probably the weirdest stream I've ever done. Probably. Oh shit, Ferret is getting on the sushi wagon. And Lizzie's not complaining, y'all. I'm trying to inspire the killing of the oceans here. I encourage everybody to go out and get some sushi. And if you've never had sushi and you don't like sushi, that's fine. But just try it again, because tastes change, you know? Over time, your tastes change. So if you didn't like something 3 years ago, give it a try. Lizzie's trying to keep smoothies out of the situation here. Lizzie, me and Ferret are gonna have a smoothie, and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, it's happening. We're gonna make a smoothie together. I'm telling you. With ice, lots of ice. Lots and lots of ice. Oh yeah. That's the only sushi places that I go to. If I eat out, it has to be all you can eat. Otherwise, it's a rip off. They're just trying to rip you off. Oh, wow. So I have soy sauce everywhere. All over. Huh. White shirt. That's good. That's good. Oh, it's all over my keyboard. That's good. That's really nice. Maybe I should move the keyboard out of the way. Really, really good. Good going, lame game. Fucking drawing a picture of the blob on your shirt. Oh, you know there's gonna be extra sugar. I know ferrets about that extra sugar life. So I'm really excited about the whole community getting exciting about programming. All the kids in the chat, Dumbmatter made a programming help chat on the Basketball GM Discord, and the kids are already posting screenshots of them learning. So I think that's really great, you know, because Basketball GM it's not open source, but the source code is available. It's a game that a lot of young people play, and it's really really well developed. Like Dumbmatter has put a lot of work into making something really special, and so there's a huge learning opportunity there. Really, but it's pretty complex. I look at the source code and I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. I've never seen anything like this before. But I've never tried to develop a game either. So I think trying to support and spur this little grassroots effort of getting more people into programming and learning to code is really exciting. Especially because programming is one of the easiest things to learn on your own. Maybe not to become an amazing developer or programmer, but just because of the amount of resources that there are uh, to help people learn, and that anybody with a computer has access to those resources. Uh, and that you can learn those things right in the browser as well, like JavaScript. It all runs in the browser. I mean, even there's a lot of websites that let you run other code in the browser. So you have these online code editors, and so you can use Python or you can use C++, or well, I don't know about C++, but there's a bunch of languages that you can learn and play with and use right in the browser. And that's not you know, that's not always true for a lot of other career paths. Like how do you learn to become a, I don't know, like a nurse? Like how many online resources are there that are freely available that let you learn how to become a nurse? Probably not a lot compared to programming. So, you know, just the fact that there's so many resources online that lets you jump in and get that going. It's really awesome. See, Ferret's learning some web stuff. We can all learn a little bit about HTML. We can all learn a little bit about CSS. I'm getting kind of full. I don't I don't know. I don't know if that's translating onto the stream, but I'm slowing down a little bit here. Like, fuck, man, that was a lot of soy sauce. Mm, 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 mm.
Oh wow, I have some Twitch achievements here. What did I get?
Path to affiliate. I'm already an affiliate.
Aren't I? Pretty sure I'm an affiliate.
It's partner. Partner is the big one. Partner is the next level. I really like, Twitch has done so many amazing things. Even their app. I just got this new phone and I was using their latest app. Amazing. One of the best apps I've ever used. I don't know if you need the latest phone to use it. My other phone was crap. I couldn't really watch anything. I have the Galaxy S8. I don't know if it's called something different in the USA, but in Europe it's called the Galaxy S8. And it's awesome. Yeah, I've had a $60 smartphone for the past 2 years. So I decided to splurge a little bit and get something fancy. And it's had a cracked screen. I wish I had it nearby, but I don't want to get up because sushi. But the screen was so cracked, like you could see light coming out of the side of the phone, and there was shards of glass coming out. Like I would swipe my finger on the phone, and sometimes there would be like little pieces of glass coming out, and I got poked a couple of times. So I have I've been dealing with that for a long time. So now I have something pretty cool, which I'm happy. And I kept telling myself like it's gonna be worthwhile because you can do streams with it and stuff, and so I have to do that now. I can't just get it and not do anything. Yeah, it was really bad phone, and it got so slow. I could barely do anything. Like I would try to pull up Google Maps, and it would take like 15 seconds to load every single time. Guys, I don't know if I can do it. I want to finish. There's 4 pieces left. 2 of them are really big. 2 of them are not very exciting. But we're gonna do this. I can do this. Okay. If Frank can come back from an ACL tear, I can finish 4 pieces of sushi. I'm gonna do this for Frank. This is for you, Frank. I'm disgusted at myself. But we're gonna do this for a fictional video game character. That makes sense. I don't want to do this. I don't want anymore. Oh god. It was so good though. It hurts so good. Okay. All right. Back to the game. Oh god.
I know it looks like I'm suffering, but it's like the best kind of suffering possible.
We're back in it. Frank and Cooper.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Frank and Cooper. Cooper and Frank. Where's the browser? Here's the browser. Okay. So, 69 and 13. We lost 70 million. But Frank is doing what he does, which is balling out. 20 and 9. And Cooper's over here putting up 17 and 9.5. So he is really stepping in as Frank is sunsetting his career. We have a pretty old team, which is a little concerning. It's pretty concerning here. But we are in the playoffs, so let us relish the moment here. Going up against the 8th seed Montreal Mounties. It's the Mounties, right? It is indeed the Mounties. So we'll simulate 1 week here. That was pretty easy. Vershawn Matlock has recovered. We need as many front court players as we need, but we dropped the first game to Boston. Can we come back? We can, with a very convincing win against the Massacre. 101-84, tying the series up 1-1. Who is going to take the lead? And that is, of course, going to be Monuments massacring the Massacre 114-89. Let's take a peek at what happened here. This was on their own floor. Frank, as usual, just dominating. Oh my goodness, 21 points, 4 blocks, 3 steals, 2 assists, and 13 rebounds. He was 3 for 7 from 3-point land. Took the most threes in the game. We've got a pretty stellar squad. Lots of skillful players on the team. The bench helping out with a couple of players getting double figures scoring. But Frank leading the way, doing what he was destined to do. So let's take another game here. Boston is going to tie it up 2-2 in the series. They won this game by 3 points, 2 points, 81-79. Can we take the lead once again? We can. Massacre getting massacred, 107-93. Can we put them away? We can. Monuments winning the series, 109-91. And it looks like we're going to go up against the 2 seed Detroit Muscle. And we're going to take the first game, 113-104. Can we keep that streak going? We can. 108-93. Things are looking pretty good. And we've got 3 wins over them with a very nice 20-point win here. Third game of the series, 100-80. What is Frank up to? Frank is just doing what he do. He's got himself another double-double, 19 points, 11 rebounds, only double-double in the game. Doing some good stuff. Can we sweep him out? Yes, we can. 131-112. Monuments heading back into the finals after a very disappointing season last season. So who are we going to go against? Is it going to be San Diego or Mexico City? The 1 and the 2 seeds respectively. It's going to be a battle of number 1 seeds, Mexico City going up against the Monuments. And we're going to take the first game, 104-91, beating the Aztecs. And we'll also take the second game. But Frank was injured for 2 games. He's got a bruised foot. It was a pretty decent win here, 141-108. Frank only managed to get 15 points, only played 9 minutes, so he was injured pretty early in the contest. Terrence Tabb. Cooper Bogans picking up the pace. 24 points, 8 rebounds. We have ballers. And Frank has recovered from his injury, but we are going to lose the match 125-110. Frank, are you going to let them just muscle us around like that? Of course not. You're going to come back and you're going to play like a beast, aren't you? 108-81. Washington up 3-1 against Mexico City. And what is Frank up to? Frank's got 16, 6 rebounds, 3 steals. Just helping out any way he can. Cooper Bogan's over here thinking that he's got a 3-point shot, 0 for 6. You might want to work that out in the gym a little bit there, buddy. Can we push them out? Yes! We are the champions once again. And look at Frank with the finals MVP. And take a look at that. Frank is back in the first team All-League. Oh, and by the way, Cooper Bogans is also a first team All-Leaguer and a first team All-Defensive. So he really is following in Frank's footsteps. But Frank still has a couple of moves to put on the league. Frank retired! No! No! Frank, you had so many more good years. No, you're only 35, Frank. My man Frank wanted to go out on top. Battled back from a bunch of injuries this season. Had an injury in the finals. Was able to come back and get himself 8 championships. Oh my gosh. Let's take a minute to appreciate Frank here. It's always nice when you've got a two-hander. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame. We're going to go over why he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. He's got 8 championships. He was a 5-time MVP. And this crossed multiple periods. He was the 22 and the 23. And then he just chilled out for a couple of years and then came back and won it from 27 to 29. He's a 5-time finals MVP. Wait, yeah, so inducted, championships, MVP, finals MVP. He was a 5-time defensive player of the year. He was rookie of the year, of course. He also led the league in rebounds one year, because why not? 2-time blocks leader, 2 times, once in the 2019 season and more recently in the 2030 season. Also a 12-time first team All-League, also a 2-time second team All-League when he had a torn ACL, still managed to make the second team. Oh, that's right, also a 12-time first team All-Defense, and he's also on the All-Rookie team, so we're gonna give him one foot for that. Ugh. So I need 2 hands and a foot. Okay, that's a pretty good resume right there. Okay. Oh god, I'm getting old. Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh, did you see my stain? Look at that. That's disgusting. I'm terrible. Frank the Tank doing the dang diddly. Wait a minute. Over the massacre. Oh, this was a recent? Yeah, Andy had a game winner. Look at that. Final season in the playoffs. Had a game winner. Does it tell you if it's a playoff game? Oh no, it was in the season. It was in the season. Not a playoff game. So, there we go. The illustrious career of Frank drafted in the 2019 season, made it all the way to the 2036 season. Definitely not a great player by EWA standards. Only 217. It's definitely not the greatest, but what he accomplished in his career in terms of accolades and just domination, it definitely should not be understated. He is a legend, absolute legend. Let's take a look at the Hall of Fame list here and see how Frank has stacked up against everybody else. Frank is the best player in the history of the league. The best player. I managed to draft the all-time GOAT in this league. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Was the second overall pick. Love it. Love it. We also had Jajuan Parker here, who retired with our team. Was not drafted by us, but we picked him up in his later years. This is the guy who played with Houston for a long time. Didn't really get a whole lot with Houston, but teamed up with Frank. He did a lot of great things. And then who else do we have here? Lazabian Dixon. I didn't even realize he retired. Totally didn't realize that. And then Nedu Gardner apparently played for us at some point. So we've had a pretty big hand in getting GOAT players on our team. Is Cooper next? Is Cooper the next Frank? I guess we shall wait and see. It would be interesting because they were both second overall picks. We shall see. So that is the end of an era. Onward to the draft. Carlos Lasso. So we might get 1 or 2 more seasons in here. We'll see how it goes. Danny White wants $6.5 million at 32 years old. I don't think so, Bucko. And Georges Robinson is also not going to be resigned. So we're going to save a little bit of money there. We do have to take into consideration the cap. We have been spending quite a bit of money. So let's see what players we can afford here. Nobody really that interesting. Is there anybody under, I don't know, 25? Oh, this is an interesting player right here. Rafael Lytle. It's a nice point guard for the league minimum. 56 overall. 4-year contract? Yeah, I'll take it. Okay, so let's see how our team is going to evolve here until we get to the preseason. I'll get you later. Don't matter, I promise. I'll get basketball gold again. Basketball GM gold again. Look at Rafael Lytle. We just picked this guy up for the league minimum, and he popped 11 points. He's 67 overall. It's just a shame that we are so guard heavy, but we'll move homeboy up to the top over here. We have so many point guards. It might actually be worth trying to trade some of them to see what we can get here and maybe reduce the cap a little bit. Like Chris Loranga, 29 years old, not going to get any better at this point. I didn't draft him. So let's see what we can get for Chris here, because we've got somebody even better than Chris at this point. Another a bunch of first round picks. Lots of first round picks. Tampa is rebuilding. Cleveland is rebuilding. Houston is rebuilding. I think we'll go with Houston. Just for fun. What do we have to do here to make this work? What would make this deal work? They want a future second round pick. Kresmer, Windakovic. No, we gotta put more money on the table. What about Cameron Tolles here? Really shitty contract. I'll take this shitty contract from you. Because it's just a 1-year contract, so that's fine. Okay, so we got a first round pick there. Not too shabby. Can we trade Cameron Tolles? It'd be nice if we could trade him for a second round pick. Yeah, a second round pick, but the money's not going to work out. That's fine. He's just going to be on the roster for a season. Is there any more point guards that we could trade out? Kim Bogan. It's 9 mil. 62 overall at the moment. Let's get these young guys some playing time. Did y'all see what they did to Eli Manning in the New York Giants? I don't know if y'all watch that foosball. But man, they did Eli Manning dirty as fuck, yo. Like that was some straight trash what they did to my boy Eli. You know why I like Eli? I'm a Redskins fan. So I fucking hate the Giants, okay? But you know what Eli Manning did? I'll tell you who I hate even more. I hate Boston. Fuck Boston, okay? Eli Manning took away 2 Super Bowls from Boston in magnificent fashions. So I'm going to put away my hate for the Giants just for this moment to put Eli on the spot and just say that they did Eli dirty. It's fucked up. Really fucked up. Have I said fuck the Celtics on this stream? If not, fuck the Celtics. Okay. Let's trade with the Aztecs here. Just because they're going to give us a shitload of front court players that we can have come off the bench. But we got to make the money work. Reggie Roberts. They're not going to give us Reggie Roberts. It's not going to happen. I need to get a shitty... Daniel Williams? Will you guys trade with Daniel Williams? I guess I am crazy. Oh, you want Terrence Tabb. You know what? That's not a bad idea to get rid of Terrence Tabb, but you're going to have to give me Reggie Roberts. Reggie Roberts doesn't make enough money. I can feel the sushi swimming in my stomach. It is not a good situation. Delicious, but not really good. Let's blow up this trade. Let's blow up this trade. What are people saying about Terrence Tabb? Nobody wants to give me a first rounder for Terrence Tabb. Are you all insane? The Beavers do. That would take off a lot of money. But you guys got to give me a decent player to work with. Frank is gone, so I'm not exactly worried about winning right now. But I don't want to get shafted. Terrell Franklin? That would cut 10 mil off. What do we got to do here? No, nobody's getting Cooper, yo. Cooper's going to be a beast. Let's be realistic. Okay, we're not making any trades. We're just going to roll with what we have. What's the financial situation? 98 mil. Okay, well, we're under the luxury tax limit, so that's good enough for me. Let's go ahead and auto sort the roster. Here we are in the preseason. Rafael Lytle is going to move into the starting lineup in front of Cameron Tolles here. And so we've got Cooper, we got Terrence Tapp, Austin Bartlestein, Kim Bogan, Rafael Lytle. Maybe we'll move Kim Bogan to the bench so that we can get a guard forward in there. All my good players are getting paid crap, and all of my bad players are getting paid a shitload of money. And that is hilarious. Ain't that how any office works? Okay. Let's get it going. Let's see what the team can do here. This is our first season without big old Frank, and it looks like we are surviving. We got a decent, healthy profits. Rafael Lytle over here trying his best. It's Cooper up too. Cooper's averaging a double-double. He was not a league rebounding leader for some reason. He should be, but he's not. Averaged 10.4 rebounds, which should put him in number 2. I don't remember. That happens sometimes. I don't remember why that happens, but I think it's a known thing. But he is the 10th best scorer, so he's the second best rebounder and the 10th best scorer in the league. Also the second best blocker, and his PER and his EWAs are going at it. So here we are, first seed in the playoffs. We just won a championship with Frank. Let's see if Cooper can keep it going. We went to 7 games with Cincinnati, which is a little scary. I'm hoping that we can be a little bit better than that. Now we're going against the Cheese Snakes, and we just lost to the Cheese Snakes. Can we come back? Yes, we can. 184, defeating the Cheese Snakes. One more game, taking the lead. 108, 102. Monuments, doing the do. And we are continuing. Dumbmatter is still here. I don't know how you lasted this long. Dumbmatter, were you here for the whole sushi thing? Oh man, that's funny. So Dumbmatter is explaining, well, you can see it on the chat, but I'll say it again, is that there's different requirements for different stat leaders. And so he probably just missed the leader. He was injured a whole bunch, so that was probably part of that there. Dumbmatter's got me in the background. I'm everybody's favorite background noise, and I'm not sure if I should be flattered or insulted. But I'm just happy anybody's got my Twitch channel up, so I'm just gonna say flattered. So we are going up against the Cheese Snakes, and we are gonna defeat them. Cooper Bogans is injured. seems to be a pretty injury prone player. Who are we going up against? Montreal or Detroit? Detroit. Cooper Bogan's back in the starting lineup. And we are going to lose to the Muscle 104-87. Muscle taking the first game on our home court. And they are going to take the second game as well. Now, this is scary. 109-75. If Frank was here, Frank wouldn't have let that happen. Okay, Frank would definitely have not let us be defeated twice on our home court. But here we go with the comeback starting up 103-94. Series is 2-1. Muscle, can we tie this up? No, we cannot. 97-58, and one of the worst losses that I've ever seen for our team, not even scoring 60 points. Detroit are about to take this all the way. And the Muscle have defeated the Monuments. Frank would have never let that happen, yo. Frank would have never let something so ridiculous happen. Even with a torn ACL, he would have averaged like 6 points in the game from the bench. They would have just passed it to him and he would have jumped up in the air. And that's like, it still counts, right? Like, as long as you're not on the ground. Somehow, I'm sure. I don't know. He's just amazing. Frank would have never let that shit happen, yo. God damn it. I miss Frank already. And Detroit's are going to win. Cooper Bogan's once again making first team all league, all defense. Frank would have been defensive player of the year and MVP. Cooper is not living up to the hype thus far. Let's go to the draft, shall we? Where we have the 9th overall pick from Houston. Let's see what kind of garbage we're going to get here. I would love this Kemba Holland person, but we are not going. Oh, man, Kemba Holland got drafted right in front of us. That is some sausage. That is some sausage, eggs, bacon, and toast. Frank is the best, yo. Frank is I like Frank even more than I like Dusan. We might have to do a fucking basketball GM legends for Frank. Frank was a beast. I don't have time to do the animations though. Maybe I can pay somebody to actually do a good job. I don't know how much that would cost, but I would do it. If I can find a decent animator. Okay, so we are gonna get garbage. Garbage. That's fine. Here we are in the 2033 season. Cooper Bogans is looking for the max. Cooper, I'm going to give it to you. You're one of the most dominant players in the league. But we need to see more. 3 seasons. I think that's pretty good. Gary David, we're going to pick up your contract as well. 60 overall. Asking for 15 mil. 5 seasons. Let's see some improvements. That would be pretty nice. Oh man, Art over here. I don't think you're worth 9 mil. Just going to be quite honest with you. Say that that is not going to happen. So we are going to shave a bunch of money off of the payroll by not re-signing these scrubs. But we still don't have a whole lot of money. So where is our money getting caught up? Terrence Tabb is 30 years old. Only scored 15 points per game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and had an 18 PER. You're getting paid max money. So Terrence, we're going to have to check and see what we can do with this contract, because this is not working out. It's not working out. And you gots to go. Chicago Whirlwinds. San Diego Pandas. Those two are offering first round picks. Not really a whole lot of great options here, unfortunately. And so we might just have to keep Terrence on the squad. I really want to get him off though. That sounded nasty. Mikhail Michininu. 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 Mikhail Michininu. These are two young players here. Splits up their contracts a little bit. Definitely not worth the money they're getting, but splitting up the contracts might make it easier to get out of their contracts. This 30 mil is killing me. Can we get a first round pick as well? What about a far future first round pick? What about that? How about that? Come on. Come on, Earthquakes. What do you mean, what am I crazy? What are you talking about? Why are you talking to me like that? I'm not crazy. You're crazy. You're not getting Rafael Lytle. He's going to be a baller. Hopefully. And he's getting paid nothing. So, definitely not getting rid of him. What about Austin Bartlestein? Kind of fucked up because Austin Bartlestein's been here since forever. Played his first 3 seasons with Cincinnati. What about that? No, it's still not good. Oh, you want Alex Angelakaloupoulos as well. Dude, you're not getting Rafael Lytle. Like, that is not happening. Okay, fuck it. Everything is done. Trade is over. Okay. We're just gonna do the do with who we have. Take a look at free agency again and just see what is there. 27. Not a whole lot. Fuck it. This is our squad. Cooper, you need to pop 8 points. Okay? That's what I want to see. 8-point pop. You lost 1 point. Are you fucking kidding me? But holy shit! Terrence Tabb, the guy that we were just trying to trade, just popped 8 points. He's 31 years old and he popped 8 points. What? What in the fucking fuck of random generated fucking numbers just happened here? That is crazy. Mark Williams popped 12. We got a whole bunch of pops. So Cooper Bogan, let's go check out the watch list and see how Cooper's draft class contemporaries failed. Rhett Brown is the one that I really wanted. I thought he was going to be the next Frank. And he's not a great rebounder. 5 rebounds per game. But he's getting assists as well. So he's a good facilitator down there. Oh, he's a guard forward. Oh, I think he was just a forward when I first drafted. I didn't realize he was so short. Frank was a beast because he was super tall. I think his height was 100 or something. You stay in my belly, fish. Don't you dare try to swim out. Okay, so we made a good choice by not picking up Rhett. Because Cooper Bogans is still, I mean, he's putting up 21 points per game and 10 rebounds. Oh, throw in 2 assists as well. and 1.7 steals and 2 blocks. So we probably made out well in that regard. But if we take a look at Jake Harris isn't that bad. 7.9 rebounds, 17 points. So it looks like we got the best player in that draft class. In terms of EWA, we did. Cooper Bogans has the best EWA, also the best PER. He's also the best rebounder and the best scorer as well. But he's also playing the most minutes. So, you know, a lot of his stats are going to be impacted by or a lot of their stats are going to be impacted by how well they're playing. He's not the best overall. He's 58, whereas Rhett Brown is 62. And he doesn't even have the most potential. Wait a minute. Is this from their rookie year? I'm not even looking at current stats, am I? Oh, I'm looking at the 2030 season. God damn it. Let's see where everybody is now. Oh, wait, that's not how that works. Okay. I misunderstood how this all works. Oh, these are the career. Duh. Okay, so this is the current. Oh yeah, so Cooper is the second best overall. This was at draft. Ah, I see. I'm just not smart at reading labels, apparently. So in terms of overall, Cooper is the second best at the moment. And in terms of potential, there's this guy, Brandon Jackson, who's still 23 years old. 23 years old, and he's 68 and 83. So he could still be pretty good. Where was he picked? Oh, he was the first overall pick. Yeah, and then I picked Cooper. So it looks like I did pretty well there. I mean, we're comparing Cooper to the greatest player that ever played in this league. It's kind of unfair. But them's the breaks. You need to step the fuck up. Terrence Tabb here, stepping it up at 31 years old. So let's go ahead and start simulating the season. Oof, our payroll is 110. We got to get that down to 100. There's no reason. Okay, is there anybody we can clear out? We definitely don't want to get rid of Terrence Tabb now. Austin Bartlestein. Oh man, we're kind of stuck. Okay, so we're gonna pay. We're paying. Let's get the season started. Auto sort the roster. Boom. Cooper is always injured, man. He's always got some little injuries here and there. So annoying. Look, there's another injury. We're doing all right. We're making a profit, but at the end of the season, we're gonna get taxed really hard, so that's probably gonna get erased. Oh no, we're still plus 9 mil. So even though we were getting hit with some luxury tax, it wasn't enough to really take us out. 54 win season. Take a look at the league leaders, and Austin Bartlestein. This is the 10th best rebounder in the game. Cooper Bogans, also top 5, top 3 in PER and EWA. Good player, just doesn't have the same. Like, I cannot stop talking about Frank. Like, this is I miss Frank, yo. Frank was such a beast. So good. Fuck it, Cooper. You're never gonna be Frank. Never. Look, I don't want to bromance Frank too much, but like let's just go look at some of his stats over here, just because he had one season that was just ridiculous. So hold on, let's go to the Hall of Fame. Of course, we're just gonna sort by the best because he's gonna be at the top because he's Frank. But like, where was this season? Like, look what this dude was doing. He had a season. He averaged 26 points and 9.4 rebounds. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. He never averaged under 20 points per game for his entire career. Never averaged below 20 points per game. Only had 2 seasons where he averaged a double-double. But still, just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't really know what all of these advanced stats are. I like them. I love that they're there. One day I will understand. But at the moment, I don't really understand. But his plus minus is pretty solid. Only 3 seasons where his plus minus was below double digits. And even in those seasons, 2 of them were pretty close. Frank is the beast, yo. He's the fucking beast. Okay, back to our current season. Playoffs. We are the first overall seed, even though we had a 54 win season. We are still the best team in the league. We have the best performance, but we have the 8th best talent according to the game. So we're still pretty good considering the league in general is trash. So that's all right. Let's auto sort the roster one more time as we go here into the playoffs, and we are going against Toronto. We're going to take it 1 week. Wow. It had to go 7 games. Frank would have never let it go 7 games, yo. And we're going against the Detroit Muscle. Now, 109-77 taking the first win. And we're going to take the second win as well. 107-102. And we're just going to keep this party going. 90-82 defeating the Muscle. And they just got swept. Fuck out. Grab your oil filters and get the fuck out of here. And now it's going to be Cincinnati against Tampa. And it looks like we're going against the Riots. We have seen the Riots a whole lot in the playoffs. Oh my goodness. Look who has decided to show up. X Team is already causing trouble in the chat. He's been here all of 5 seconds and he's already complaining about not being a mod. That was that was quick. Oh my goodness, X Team. X Team, do you play this game? You know this game's better than 2K, right? You get to manage a basketball team. And we have defeated the Riots 105, 94 to tie up the series 1-1. And we're taking the lead here 122-87. I don't even care to look at the individual stats because Frank is not playing. But it looks like we're back into the finals. But Seattle, the 4th seed out of the West. Dude, 2K is not booty of the year. 2K has not been booty of the year for like 5 years now. I don't know what you're smoking, but it is some bush for sure. Finals here, tied up 1-1. And Chad Niles made the game-winning basket at the buzzer to take us 115-113. I don't even know who the fuck Chad Niles is. He was the 18th pick in the 2nd round. We drafted him 2 seasons ago. And he's a scrub. He's a complete fucking scrub. He's 44, 45 overall, and that's his only notable achievement. Is that he made the game wizard, the game winner. So that's interesting. You got a 10-page essay on sexual violence in Canadian universities on Monday. And you haven't started. And so today's Saturday. So you have to write 10 pages. You're screwed. You fucked up, bro. You've had this assignment for 3 months, haven't you? Go Google it or something. Quick. What are you doing watching me? I am the the worst thing that anybody could do with their time. I mean my stream. My stream. My stream is this is the worst thing you could be doing with your time. Is watching me. You have terrible time management skills, X Team. This is bad. He's probably already gone through like all of his favorite streamers, and I'm like number 22 in the list, and he's all the way down here procrastinating. You're listening to me. I don't know anything about sexual violence in Canadian schools. I'm not the person to be listening to. You're listening to the wrong people. We're going to help X Team with his homework after this. That's what we're going to do. We just lost 91-82. Series is tied up 2-2. Oh my goodness. Can we win? Oh man, we're going to game 7. So you know we got to watch this live. Seattle Symphony at the Washington Monuments. This is going to be a barn burner. Oh, just me. I'm so special. It's because I donated to your thing, isn't it? I donated to one of X Team's school projects or something. I donated some money. I think I gave him $20. Now he feels bad. Coming to watch my stream every once in a while. We are winning by 10 points so far. I'm tired of shit. We're just going to speed this up. The stream's going to end soon. We're crushing. We just won a championship, yo. Easy. We're only in the second quarter, and I know that we won. You know why? Because Terrence Tabb is a fucking baller. Terrence Tabb is going to score like 30 points before it's all said and done. For real. We're up by like 20 points. He's got 22 right now. But he's still shooting. Oh shit, they're coming back. Oh fuck, they outscored us in the last quarter. But we're going strong. Oh, we're done. We're champions. We're champions. Cooper. Finally, is this Cooper's first championship without Frank? Oh my goodness, Terrence Tabb has got 35 points. I told you he was gonna ball out. Terrence Tabb doesn't give a fuck. And that's gonna be it. We are the best. Best there is, the best there was, and the best that ever will be. I think I need to go to league history. Boom diddly. Cooper Bogans actually got himself an MVP. Look at that. Look at that. Finally got some hardware. You still know Frank. I don't care if you've got 3 championships, 2 of which Frank carried your punk ass. Got an MVP. I don't care if you were the rookie of the year. Just like Frank was 3-time first team all league. Frank was never a third team all leaguer. You know why? Because Frank was always the best second team all defense. What the fuck is that? Third team all get the fuck out of here. Cooper Bogans. I don't care if you just won us a championship. You ain't no Frank. Get out of my face. Okay. Well, I think that's going to be it for the day. We got a pretty solid stream in. 2.5 hours. You know, I look at my YouTube stats, and my basketball GM streams are by far the most watched videos on my YouTube, and people really watch the shit out of them. Like, they watch hours and hours of my basketball GM streams. It's really crazy. Like, I'm just gonna go here to the stats real quick just to check, do a little look-see, because I don't understand it. Like, I don't think that they're really that entertaining, but people are spending fucking time on this shit. So let's see. Watch time. So my watch time in the past 30 days, people have watched 3,500 minutes of Sir Lame game, which we do that and divide it by 60, right? 60 seconds. That'll give us the number of hours. So people have watched 58 hours of Sir Lame game. The most watched video is actually this stupid video of me playing Dota 2. But the rest, all of the rest of the videos are pretty much all basketball GM. So like this video here had 3 views and the average watch time is 44 minutes. This basketballgm.com doing it video, one viewer, this one person watched 1 hour and 20 minutes. Why? So the Stacking Champs series that I did, Basketball GM Stacking Champs 1, 2, and then there was 3, and then I think I did a consolidated view. This one had 8 views. Stacking Champs 2 had 8 views for 44 minutes on average, which accumulated to 352 minutes of watch time. Like, it's crazy. Like, my whole list here is just all basketball GM. Nobody gives a shit about my other videos. So definitely, definitely something that people are searching for and watching. X Team, they didn't leave their computer on. They loved it. Okay, that's why. Come in here trying to talk smack and shit. Go Google Canadian school violence, sexual nature of the kind. Something. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm full of sushi. We got a really good stream in today, so I do want to thank everyone, except for X Team, for coming out and hanging out with me. And I'm kidding, X Team. So I think that's gonna be it for the day. Sushi is lit. We had a nice little sushi stream. So that's all. As well as Dumbmatter, Lizzie, Bert, X Team. I don't think anybody else is here. At least they're not chatting. So anybody still around, thanks for kicking it. And we'll do this again another time. Peace. Fucking sushi.